Well, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, tribal nations throughout the country are among the hardest hit by the opioid crisis. It has already been declared a public health emergency, but this week Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke is visiting with several tribes to see if his department can help combat the epidemic. This tribe includes Spokane, and KXLY4's Caroline Rourke looking for you tonight from Welpinit, where the Secretary and the Spokane Tribal Council sat down to talk.
But we discussed a lot of issues between, opioids, the President's opioid initiative, and tribes have been affected disproportionately. Number of deaths, number of overdoses.
Reports from the CDC say that in 2014, the opioid overdose death rate among Native Americans was the highest of any racial demographic, at 8.4 deaths per 100,000 people. Secretary Zinke's meetings with the Spokane Tribal Council this morning and with other tribal nations earlier this week are to get a sense of what solutions might work for each tribe and their circumstances.
Interior has 573 great nations, and we have the advantage of drawing what works in some areas and then presenting it to, in this case of Spokane, to look at it whether it fits.
Using law enforcement resources under the Interior Department's control, like the Bureaus of Indian Affairs or Land Management, was mentioned. But Zinke said strengthening community resources is key.
We strongly believe the best treatment is at the community and the tribal level.
For the Spokane tribe and for others, resources that target women are important.
The mother is the life giver. To heal, you need to bring the women together to help the nation heal because we are the life givers.
That's where we target the message to, because we think we can get the greatest gain by targeting that group.
The Secretary's next stop on his trip to Washington State is the Grand Coulee Dam. That also came up in discussion here today. We'll tell you what the Tribal Council had to say about that coming up tonight on KXLY4 News at 6. From Welpinit, Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.